Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So I've been dark on Instagram lately. I've been posting stories. I haven't been showing many fish. There's reasons behind that. But I'll start showing a few here pretty soon. I'll start talking about what I'm catching. And I'll do that in the fishing report. Now, my fishing reports are available through the Good Karma Sport Fishing app. And if you haven't done so already, please download the Good Karma Sport Fishing app, and that's available in iTunes as a free download, and it's also available in the Google Play Store as well. So I've been really working hard at the app. I've been getting some ideas from people as far as what they want to see and all that good stuff for the future here. So right now I'm just kind of in the development stages because, what I found is that with anything, I tended to like jump at things like, oh, it looks good, I need to buy it. And I found that the older that I've gotten, and I've just kind of like stepped back from there, especially with new products that come out on the market. So meaning that sometimes what I've learned is, especially like from myself working in with new products and development from what I used to do in my former life, is that sometimes it's best just to let things be out there for a while. Like when I say be out there for a while, like maybe a couple years, okay? A couple years is a long time, but it goes by really fast. But those companies have not worked out the kinks yet. They don't know everything about their product. It's really, and then what happens is you get in such a demand for stuff that things get kicked out too quickly. And especially with the COVID thing, I've seen a lot of different products right now just fail. Hooks, I've just seen a lot. I've seen some spools of line with like things I've just never seen before. And what happens is in manufacturing, and coming from a manufacturing background and engineering and knowing how things work is, so when you get in a hurry and try to kick stuff out, or if you don't have enough people, which is the case right now with most companies to, in manufacturing, is that you get into trouble. So as far as production goes, and the quality tends to take a big shit on you. So you have a lot more defects out there. So what I'm saying is that before you go and make a purchase on a high ticket product, you need to like give it a while. Okay? You need to give it a while before you make that purchase. And then before you make the purchase, it's best like if you have a contact that you've built a relationship with and they bought it, ask them. Okay? Don't reviews can get a little like different out there. And you have to be careful what you read in fishing forums, okay? Because a lot of that stuff can be like not true, I guess you can say. So what I'm saying is, I guess the bottom line is that if something comes out on the market, like a new trolling motor, that's looks awesome, that's going to hold your boat in place and no anchoring, you should give it a few years before you make that purchase, because I can tell you personally that you're going to run that there's issues, okay? So to make a long story short, you guys all know that I have been using the Rhodan trolling motor now for, I don't know, I have no idea. It's like 2 years, but honestly, I've only used it a handful of times. Needless to say, when I realized I hardly used it because it's always broke, I removed it from my boat. And when I was seeing it always sitting there, it was bringing me down. And I'd be out there fishing, and I feel like I look at the trolling motor, and then somebody would ask me a question about it. It would like ruin the energy of the boat. So I removed it yesterday, and wow, what a difference. We crushed them without it. And it was fantastic. So let's just say that I'm very happy that I made that decision. And I'm never looking back, and I'm moving forward. Now, I'm putting this out there because I believe in good karma, okay? There's more to good karma than just good karma. So I'm here to help others. I'm just being honest about my mistakes that I've made. And if somebody listens to this podcast and it helps one person, then I've done what I need to do. So if it helps a bunch, that's great. But if I reach one guy and I save that guy, I've done my job. So the podcast that's why I do this podcast. So I want everybody to know that there's just in this world of influencers and TV shows and YouTube that there's a lot of stuff out there that you guys have to sort through. And it kind of desensitizes you, especially now during COVID. A lot of people have been watching a lot of YouTube and all that stuff. I just want you guys to realize that you have to be careful about what you buy, because a lot of these people get paid to make this stuff look really good. Okay? So when somebody goes out and crushes and has a good day with the product, I just want you guys to know that I know this for a fact, because there's a lot of tricks, and there are days that you can go out there and you can do very well, and it can make it look like it was the product. Okay, so just know that. Okay, just know that a lot of guys get a lot of free stuff. A lot of people are out there to get free stickers and 20% discounts. You see that through Instagram. That's why you don't see a lot of that crap on my page. It's all about fishing for me. Okay, it's all about the fishing and teaching people, and that's what I do. Okay, that's what my mission in life is. So I really am very happy when I can change one person's life and make it better, and make them a better person, and make them a better fisherman, just from learning from my mistakes. So, and learning from other people's mistakes and somebody that's willing to share it, and I'm willing to share my mistakes, and I hid them for many years because I was very embarrassed. So, but now I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Learn from my mistakes, and hope it catches you more fish, and hope you don't have to go through all the hell that I went through with certain things. So, so yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it at that with that. So you guys are, I appreciate all you guys listening and all that good stuff. So it's all good. And also a shout out to my boys at the Yellow Bait House. They have cleaned that place up. So they have some awesome lures in there right now. They got that Island Marauder flyer in there. They got the bait strips in there. They got all the Wild Willie's witches in there. Every awesome color that you can buy for dolphin fishing. They are bringing in new stuff all the time. They are listening to what you want. They have all the Andy fluorocarbon for yellowtail fishing. They have like I said, I use 60-pound Andy. They have that in there. The best ballyhoo that you can get is to go in there and hand select the dink ballyhoos, and that's what I recommend you guys use right now. Our dink ballyhoos out on the when you guys are trolling, and you need to brine those up, and they have the brine in there that I use as well. So Matt pretty much listens to my podcast, and then he went and he started stocking up on the stuff that I had recommend, which he's totally smart. So this is great. So when you're in there, like I said, they got the 3 white coolers. They've got the fresh ballyhoo is what I recommend. Go in there, pick out the dink ballyhoos. That's what you'll need. You'll need to size those up with circle hooks or number 7 or number 6 hooks. J's, and Matt has the hooks in there that you need. They got a good selection of reels in there right now. They do reel spooling as well, rod and reel repair. So I take my rods and reels up there and get them repaired as well. Chum, they got lots of chum. So stop in and say hi to Matt, Marlon, and Nick, and the rest of the crew. Get your stuff there. That's the first stop that you guys should be stopping in at. They got what you need. So you don't really need to go to Bass Pro. I try to avoid that place at all costs. So that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good weekend. Get out there and catch some fish. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there and dad dogs, dad dog dads, cat dog dads, and pet dog dads. Thanks for listening, and remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.